Welcome to our spine-chilling journey through the most haunted locations in Illinois. I'm your host, USP. And trust me, I'm just as terrified as you are, maybe even more. Prepare yourself for tales of ghostly apparitions, eerie sounds, and unexplained phenomena that will leave you sleeping with the lights on. We're diving headfirst into the shadowy corners of the Prairie State, so buckle up because this is going to be one heck of a ride. All right, let's kick things off with the McPike Mansion in Alton, a place so haunted it practically glows in the dark. Built in 1869, this place has seen it all. Tragedy, mystery, and enough paranormal activity to make your head spin. Imagine, if you will, walking through the halls, the air thick with the scent of decay and dread. Visitors have reported seeing full-bodied apparitions, shadowy figures lurking in the corners, and let's not forget the classic cold spots, those icy fingers that brush against your skin when no one's around. Some say it's the spirits of the McPike family, still clinging to their former home. Others whisper about a tragic love story, a heartbroken spirit forever searching for their lost love. Whatever the truth may be, one thing's for sure, the McPike Mansion is not for the faint of heart. Next up, we're venturing into the heart of Chicago to the infamous Congress Plaza Hotel. Now, this place is a real humdinger, a veritable buffet of paranormal activity. They say it's one of the most haunted hotels in America, and honestly, I believe it. Room 441 in particular is like a beacon for the supernatural. People have reported everything from disembodied voices whispering in their ears to objects moving on their own. Legend has it that the ghost of notorious gangster Al Capone still roams the halls, keeping an eye on his former stomping grounds. And if that's not enough to give you the creeps, there are also tales of a ghostly woman in white who wanders the halls, mourning the loss of her child. So, if you're looking for a good night's sleep, you might want to book a room somewhere else. But let's dive deeper into the eerie allure of room 441. This room has garnered a reputation for being the epicenter of the hotel's ghostly activities. Guests have recounted spine-chilling experiences, such as feeling an unseen presence watching them, or waking up to find their belongings mysteriously rearranged. Some have even claimed to see shadowy figures lurking in the corners of the room, only to vanish when approached. It's as if the room itself is alive, breathing with the memories of its haunted past. The hotel's history is steeped in mystery and tragedy. Built in 1893 to accommodate visitors of the world's Columbian Exposition, it has seen its fair share of notable guests and infamous events. The Grand Ballroom, once a place of opulence and celebration, now echoes with the whispers of the past. Some say they can hear the faint strains of music and laughter from a bygone era, as if the spirits of former guests are still reveling in their eternal party. And then there's the basement, a place that even the bravest of staff members avoid after dark. The boiler room, with its labyrinthine corridors and dim lighting, is said to be a hotspot for paranormal encounters. Workers have reported hearing footsteps echoing through the empty halls, and some have felt an icy hand brush against their skin. It's a place where the line between the living and the dead seems to blur, leaving an indelible mark on those who dare to venture there. So, whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the Congress Plaza Hotel offers an experience like no other. It's a place where history and hauntings intertwine, creating an atmosphere that's both fascinating and frightening. If you ever find yourself in Chicago and you're feeling particularly brave, why not check in and see for yourself? Just remember, some guests check in, but they never truly leave. Chapter 3. Avon Theatre, the Spectral Projectionist. From haunted hotels to haunted theatres, our next stop is the Avon Theatre in Decatur. This historic venue has been a staple of the community for decades, drawing in moviegoers with its classic charm and vintage appeal. But beyond its cinematic allure, the Avon Theatre holds a darker, more mysterious reputation. Now, I'm a big fan of movies, but I'm not sure I'd be brave enough to watch one here. Imagine sitting in the dimly lit theatre, the flickering light of the screen casting eerie shadows around you. The seats, though empty, seem to whisper with the echoes of past audiences. You see, the Avon is said to be haunted by the ghost of a former projectionist who just can't seem to leave the show. This spectral figure is rumoured to have been a dedicated employee, someone who lived and breathed the magic of cinema. Even in death, it seems, his passion for film endures. Staff and visitors have reported hearing strange noises coming from the projection booth, even when it's empty. The clattering of film reels, the hum of the projector, and the occasional disembodied voice have all been documented. It's as if the projectionist is still hard at work, ensuring the show goes on. And then there are the shadows, unexplained figures that flit across the walls as if cast by an invisible projector. These fleeting shapes have been seen by many, often described as human-like, but with an ethereal quality. They move with a purpose, as if reenacting scenes from long-forgotten films. Some say it's the projectionist, still trying to perfect his craft even in death. His dedication to his role was so intense that not even the afterlife could keep him from his beloved projector. Others have speculated that he is trapped, bound to the theatre by some unfinished business or unfulfilled desire. Others believe it's something more sinister, a darkness that lurks in the flickering light of the silver screen. This theory suggests that the theatre itself may be a conduit for supernatural energy, attracting spirits and otherworldly entities. The flickering light, they say, acts as a beacon, drawing in the unknown. Either way, it's enough to make you want to sleep with the lights on. The Avon Theatre, with its rich history and spectral inhabitants, offers a unique blend of cinematic nostalgia and paranormal intrigue. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, there's no denying the eerie charm of this haunted venue. So the next time you find yourself in Decatur, consider stopping by the Avon Theatre. Just be prepared for an experience that goes beyond the silver screen. Chapter 4, Peoria State Hospital, where spirits still seek treatment. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to enter the truly unsettling world of Peoria State Hospital. This former mental institution is not for the easily spooked. We're talking about a place where people lived and died within its walls, their energy lingering long after they're gone. The most famous resident is Rhoda, a nurse who supposedly still walks the halls checking on patients who haven't been there for decades. Visitors have reported hearing disembodied voices, footsteps echoing down empty corridors, and the overwhelming feeling of being watched. Some say the spirits here are trapped, unable to move on from the pain and suffering they experienced in life. It's a sobering thought, and one that makes Peoria State Hospital a truly chilling destination. Chapter 5. Volo Auto Museum, Ghost Riders in the Sky. Last but not least, we're heading to the Volo Auto Museum, a place where classic cars and creepy encounters collide. Nestled in the small town of Volo, Illinois, this museum is a treasure trove for car enthusiasts and paranormal investigators alike. With over 300 classic muscle and vintage cars on display, it's a haven for those who appreciate automotive history. But beyond the gleaming exteriors and polished chrome, there's an eerie undercurrent that many visitors have felt, but few can explain. Now, you might think a museum dedicated to automobiles wouldn't be haunted, but you'd be wrong. The Volo Auto Museum has a reputation for being one of the most haunted places in Illinois. The stories date back to the early days of the museum, when it was first established in the 1960s. Employees and visitors alike have reported strange occurrences that defy logical explanation. Visitors have reported seeing ghostly figures reflected in the gleaming chrome of vintage cars. Imagine walking through the dimly lit hallways, admiring a pristine 1957 Chevy Bel Air, only to catch a glimpse of a shadowy figure in the reflection. You turn around, but there's no one there. These apparitions are often described as wearing period clothing, as if they belong to a different era. Objects have been known to move mysteriously, as if pushed by an unseen hand. Tools left on workbenches have been found scattered across the floor, and car doors that were securely closed are suddenly wide open. Some say it's the spirits of former car owners, still attached to their beloved vehicles, making their presence known. And then there are the whispers, faint voices carried on the wind, speaking of a time long gone. Late at night, when the museum is empty and the only sound is the creaking of the old building, you might hear a soft murmur, as if someone is trying to communicate from the other side. These whispers are often unintelligible, but they send chills down the spine of anyone who hears them. Some say the spirits here are drawn to the beauty and power of the cars, their engines roaring to life even in the afterlife. There have been reports of car engines starting on their own, headlights flickering and radios turning on and off without any human intervention. It's as if the cars themselves are alive, animated by the spirits that once drove them. Others believe it's something more, a residual energy left behind by the countless visitors who have passed through these doors. The museum has seen millions of visitors over the years, each leaving a trace of their energy behind. This collective energy might be what fuels the paranormal activity, creating a bridge between the past and the present. Whatever the explanation, the Volo Auto Museum is a reminder that even in the most unexpected places, the past can still reach out and touch us. It's a place where history and mystery coexist, where the love for classic cars intertwines with the whispers of the past. So, the next time you visit, take a moment to listen, to look closely, and you might just experience a ghostly encounter of your own. Outro: until next time, sleep tight, or try to. Thanks for joining us on this eerie exploration of Illinois' most haunted locations. We've journeyed from haunted mansions to spooky theaters, and let me tell you, Illinois has its fair share of ghostly tales. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-tingling content. And hey, if you're feeling brave, let us know in the comments below if you've ever visited any of these haunted places. Sweet dreams.